The last part of the first perek, first Mishnah in Pirkei Avos, ends off by saying that we should put a fence round the Torah. What could this mean to us? So we could express and explain that this means living with proper boundaries. Living with proper boundaries. That in life, as we've mentioned already a number of times, when we have proper boundaries, we have a better sense of self and other people can relate to us better. When we lack proper boundaries, when we lack a proper sense of self, a self-esteem, when we lack healthy confidence, what happens is that people are going to misunderstand us and we're going to misunderstand others. I myself will not know my proper beliefs, my proper values. I won't have the ability to articulate them and share them. But when I have a strong sense of self and when I can uphold truthful, healthy boundaries, I can relay and relate my values and my beliefs, then I'm going to have far better relationships. I'll be able to maintain and hold far better relationships. Now, what's really interesting is that until now, if we relate to our Parsha of Vayigash, the sons of Yaakov, as they present themselves to Yosef, they have not held their space. They haven't held their space. They've presented themselves as farmers, as workers, and they're not. They're princes of Israel. And what happens is what Yosef wants is for the brothers to present themselves as they should. Yosef wants them to take their rightful place as leaders, as princes of Israel, not to present themselves and betray their true, authentic self. So what Yosef does, Yosef sends his brothers on a wild goose chase, backwards and forwards, forwards and backwards. And at long last, when we meet our Sedra Parshas Vayigash, we're told, Vayigash alav Yehuda, that dramatically Yehuda presents himself to his brother and he says, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I'm Yehuda. I'm a prince of Israel. I'm a prince of Israel. I'm a son of Yaakov. And finally, his true, authentic self is presented in front of Yehuda, in front of Yosef. Yosef finally hears his brother putting a fence. He's defining, he's drawing a boundary. Ad kan, you've driven me nuts. I haven't held my space. And because I haven't held my space, I've gone backwards and forwards, not holding a proper sense of identity. Now I'm going to, as we mentioned right at the beginning of this series, I'm going to hold back. I'm going to now separate myself. I'm going to go inside and reclaim myself. And I'm going to draw a boundary. I'm putting a fence around the Torah. I am the Torah, and I'm putting a fence around the Torah. I'm going to identify myself as I should. Until now, I've betrayed my true, authentic self. Yehuda says now, I'm going to portray my truer, authentic self. I'm going to draw that boundary and I'm going to present myself as I should. And it's only then and there that Yosef turns around and he reveals his true identity. Now that his brothers have been truthful with him, he could be truthful with his brothers. And my friends, this is a truth that we all live with. The more real I am with the world, the more the world will be real with me. So Be'ezras Hashem, we should have a bracha that we can live with a healthy sense of identity. We can uphold our truths and our values as our beliefs. And we can portray ourselves, we can present ourselves to the world in a truthful, authentic way. And sometimes we have to hold back from that, that's true. But majority of the time we should be able to live with proper, healthy boundaries and present our truer selves to the world. And the bracha is that the world, the people we meet, they will present themselves truthfully to us. We should mamash all have bracha, mazel and hatzlacha. May we be deliberate in judgment. May we recognize that we're influencers and we should influence many, many people in good, healthy, wondrous ways, becoming more and more empowered. How? By claiming our space, by putting a fence around what we believe, and by presenting that honestly and truthfully to the best of our abilities to live good, healthy, well-lived lives.